Hi, everybody, and welcome to Solo Dolo Sports Channel. Wild playoff basketball, Game 5 against the Timberwolves. I haven't been with you guys in a long time. I haven't been here a long time, and had a lot of stuff going on. But I did want to get back to this series. I took a little time off before I jumped back into it. But I really wanted to get back to this series. I really, really did. And I'm here for Game 5. Could we play? Could we possibly do a Game 6? Possibly. But I'm pretty much here for Game 5. And I got this new TV that's kind of freaking me out. It's a 50-inch. So it's a lot bigger than the other TV I had. I think my other TV was like a 40-inch. It's a little bit bigger, so it's like taking up all the space. I'm probably going to get you either hang it on the wall or get another, like, kind of place to put it where it's like more stable. Right now it's stable, but it's like hanging on. It's on the edges right now, so I'm not really liking that. But I'm here with more wild basketball, and yeah, we won Game 4, and it kind of evened up the series. Garland's having a great playoff run. So is Adams is doing his thing. Parker was really good in the last game. So we want to keep this kind of stuff going. Want to make any adjustments to the lineup I wanted to make. Do I take Dean out and put him in the top? I'm thinking about doing that. Dean over Evans for right now. Probably want to lessen Bradley's minutes and distribute the minutes to Dean and Evans, which I really don't need to do that. I really need to give most of the minutes to Dean because he's hot. I kind of hate doing this because I know by doing this I make our second rotation a little bit weaker, but also you're looking for players that you put in the second rotation to kind of step up since they've been kicked out of the first rotation. So that's what I'm looking to do in this game, in this one right now. Depends on how this thing goes. We will do, if the game's competitive, I might just do Game 5 and that be it. If it's a beatdown, then I'm probably going to have to do the same thing I did in the last video. The Wild definitely need to get a game on the road. They definitely have to beat Minnesota in Minnesota. And that's all it is to it. I don't see how, can they do it? They have to do it or this series is over. So we're going to get into it, guys. Into Game 5. And we'll get out of it real quick. See, oh, wow. Yep, and now you're seeing it. Sacramento is got 2 games on Houston. So Houston looked like they're going to pull away from that series, but Sacramento's fighting back. Atlanta jumps out with a 1-game lead over Milwaukee. And Indiana and Philly still are in that 3-1 scenario. I'm thinking the Philly will pull it out, definitely. These other series I just don't know about. I think Houston's the better team, but they could lose, So, and it's a toss-up with Milwaukee and Atlanta. It's a toss-up. But I really expect Philly to pull forward and take that series. They're the defending champs, so I don't think that's going to change. And I get to watch Wild basketball on my new TV. Pretty awesome. The only thing about the TV right now is like the yellows are really yellow. Like I'm seeing a lot of yellow. And I'm wanting to get the yellow out of it. And I'll probably have to sit there and play with it to get it the color I really, really want. I like how it looks on my screen. The picture you guys got is perfect. I mean, the colors are good. It's sharp. It's really good. And then mine is sort of still kind of jacked up. Not gonna make this too complicated. Give them their jerseys they want. All right. And if you have a chance, head over to Solo Dolo Sports page on Facebook page. I have a video that I just uploaded about a day ago for the Detroit Pistons in the finals against the Nuggets in the off season. I'll tell you what happened because I want you to go over there and watch it. But yeah, I'm gonna have videos over there on Facebook too, just like I have videos over here. But I'm trying to brush more videos over here because it's YouTube. We're gonna get into it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. We've got a capacity crowd in a sold-out arena here in downtown Minneapolis. 2K Sports welcomes you to NBA Game 5 of the Western Conference Semifinals. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. You look at the Timberwolves. With the series tied 2 games apiece, a chance here to retake the series lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
No secret here, guys, that in this situation, the winner of Game 5 goes on to win the series the vast majority of the time. So they want to take care of business here and avoid a do-or-die Game 6 in hostile territory.
I really don't like their chances if they can't win this game, but I don't see that happening, Greg. I mean, in an atmosphere like this with these fans behind them, I think they'll grab control of this series.
Let's check out Vancouver's starting lineup. Parker
I'm hoping not.
Then there's Jim Boyer. Then there's Garland. And it's Dean in at the 2-guard spot.
Yeah, Dean's not good at those 3-point shots, man.
Higgins outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
Spectacular move. Wiggins' elevation, body control, strength, elite across the board.
Yeah.
Now, here's Garland. Now, Jim Boyer. He kicks to Garland. Here's Dean. It's good for one.
Finally hit one.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Minnesota. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Towns is done.
Yeah, get on it.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Well, I don't think it's a competition to see who wins this jump
Ball
off.
loose. So it's Minnesota now. Wiggins finds Green.
That's just unfair.
Wiggins outside. Outside, Towns. From outside, off the mark. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for Vancouver. Trailing by 2. Garland, the pass to Jim Boyer. Here's Adams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boo! Boo your ass! Boo!
Vancouver
Foul.
getting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Got him hard.
Throw good, Adams. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Hero
No.
Wiggins. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Darius Garland picks one up.
You know, it's interesting. Some people say Wiggins
whatever
should
you have to
play
do.
more,
I don't want you
to me,
dunking
the most
all over
important
us.
thing is that he improves his overall game every year.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Wiggins. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Dumboya.
Yeah, I noticed the difference, man. It's like you guys are, I'm looking at my screen and you guys are getting a perfect picture. I mean, it's the whites are white, the reds are reds. Everything on my TV looks kind of yellowish, but not, it looks, there's a little bit more yellow in it than it is white. And I don't like that. I have to fix that. There's certain settings you have to get it to, but yeah, it needs to be a little bit lighter on my TV. Picture looks good though, but it's hard to tell. Like, am I getting like 4K, like sort of thing? You know, if I get my Xbox Series X, ooh God. If I get my Xbox Series X, you could probably like immediately just tell the difference. But it's like with just an Xbox One and just looking at things, it's like, yeah, everything looks still pretty good. Like you're looking the other, looks as good as it did on my last TV. As far as looks, I mean, it looks, I think my TV, from my old TV, looked a little bit better as far as colors. But that's because I have to go in there and like manually fix the color scheme, fix the colors. It needs to be more white. Yes, yellow. Because it looks really, really, yeah, it looks real. Compared to what I'm looking at on the computer screen to what I'm looking at now, it looks really, really yellow. I think that's the problem. It looks just too yellow. I think we might be having a game 6 right today too, because the way we're coming out here, they're looking like they're the better team, and we're gonna lose game 5. Like I knew we would. We would probably lose game 5. Then we get home and we'll win game 6, and then we'll have game 7 in Minnesota, and we can't beat them in Minnesota. So we're gonna end up losing, 4 games to 3. Which ain't bad considering they're the number 1 seed in our conference, but still, it's like we can't win a game on the road. Are you serious?
The ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
That one misses. Vancouver trails by 8. They've been looking at a sink offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Dumboya, good.
Phenomenal court vision by
Parker.
He
We'll
really
pop
has
a
all the
3 on your
tools
ass.
to be a great player in this league.
So it's the Timberwolves now. After the 3-pointer from Sekou Dumboya.
Wide open.
And it's Wiggins missing.
Surprised he didn't make it.
Now, here's Garland.
Get him,
a lot of room. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really, Parker is not an easy cover for the defense. He's good at drawing the defense into him, playing through contact, and he's got scoring ability really from everywhere.
For Vancouver, they have converted 1 or 2 free throws so far today. And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw.
Put it simply, Parker is an outstanding player. I mean, somebody who puts the team ahead of himself, and all this guy wants to do is win.
Now here's Wiggins. 8 points for him. To the middle.
No!
And he jams it with authority.
Dean.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
you know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Darius Garland missing his last shot. Pass to Towns. The fader. And the Timberwolves take on
he's like
story here, Kevin, early on.
He's like the greatest
how well
center center of all time. We can't do nothing against him.
If you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Get in there, Garland. No!
Good.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
And it's Towns penetrating. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. 20 feet out. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist from Timberwolves.
Still in it.
Minnesota leading by 6. Here's Hero. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for Vancouver. And the basket is good.
Sky is the limit for Parker. I mean, just an incredible player who is a remarkable leader for this team, especially considering how young he is.
Here's Hero. The pass to Wiggins. A 3-ball. It's
Score. Yeah.
Timberwolves with it. Out to the right wing. Here's Parker.
No!
With the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Dean ain't a defensive man.
The Timberwolves lead by 6.
That don't help.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
It'll be Vancouver with their first time out of the game here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota.
Our backups in. Everybody's got their backups in. Let's take our rotations in. If it doesn't come back to
left side,
hot.
fades and shoots. That shot off, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. It's Covington on the wing. Pass to Okogie. Shot clock at 5. From the arc. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Vancouver trails by 6. Evans outside. Back to Van Vliet. Hero down low. He's covered by Leonard. And Hero missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Okogie. Vancouver pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to
Get in there, Fritz.
when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
No!
They get it back. Prince. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
For Vancouver, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. The first one falls.
Heck yeah.
And both free throws good for Prince.
Harold's great on that line,
Send this
man.
guy to the strike.
He does the
You know,
job. He
cash
does
in
the
more than
job.
not.
Alexander Walker passes to Leonard. Passes to Okogie. Evans with some nice D. Vancouver trails by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Van Vliet.
No.
Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2.
Probably should have put Ming-Yu Lee in there. I forgot to put Ming-Yu
Here's
in there.
Alexander Walker.
But Fred
No
Vliet's a
points in the game
vet.
hit for him.
I need him to step up.
Here's Kaminsky. That one wide left.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling.
Oh, what was that?
Boy, he wishes he had that
What
one
was
back.
that, Van Vliet?
Pass to Okogie. And it's Leonard at the elbow. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Harrell. And here's Prince outside.
Oh, Terry got it. Oh!
D by Covington.
And that is a textbook.
He didn't get fouled? That was a foul!
You know, guys, I love his fight and
Terry was
on the
fouled.
inside. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now here's Prince. Here's the feed to Harrell. And the rejection by Leonard. Another block. Here's a Kobe. Covered by Evans. Now the pass to Alexander Walker. And here is Kaminsky. Over Harrell.
No.
Kaminsky misses. Vancouver trails by 4. It's Evans on the wing. To the paint.
Get it, Harold. No! What the hell? You know?
6 left in the first.
I know what's up. I know what's up. It's the 2K. It's the 2K gods,
And
man.
the shot is good.
We're supposed to
The
lose.
Timberwolves lead by 6.
I know
Getting
what's
more
up.
comfortable in the paint. As long as Frank Kaminsky has the positioning he wants, he's good to go.
Pass to Prince. Terry outside. Prince against Covington. Puts it up.
Get it, Harold.
Another shot. And Harrell with the lay-in. Good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Covington. He's
Mismatch.
scoreless
No.
on this one.
Good.
A shot by Alexander Walker. No good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the
Terry.
And the trend may
Bruce.
to continue right through
Terry.
the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Heck yeah.
Vancouver shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Free throw, good. Terry. And both free throws good for Terry. Minnesota in the lead.
But not a big lead. We held on.
32 seconds left to play in the first. To the
Still in
inside.
this.
Here's Alexander Walker.
Yep. What? It's good defense. What are you talking about?
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw
God.
line tonight.
They're trying to get this to the Timberwolves. I
He
already know
misses
what
the
they're
free
trying to
throw.
do.
Vancouver making a switch here. Kid Gilchrist has checked in. And he ends up missing both free
Oh,
throws.
they let him get the
And the
oh,
missed
good still.
opportunities for them at the line here early on.
And those can often come back to haunt you, Greg.
Wait.
You got to focus
No.
and make most of the chances.
Harrell dishes to Prince. Kicks to Evans. 4 on the clock.
That.
Moves back up. And
Yes.
no problem from Harrell. As
Tied
he
again.
at the rim.
That's how
Harrell's
you
got the game
respond.
tied up here for Vancouver. One shot missing. Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll
Yeah.
get the second quarter
All
underway
right.
on the other side of this break.
Heck yeah. I'm messing with the TV, guys. I don't think y'all can see that.
And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference Semifinals. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
They've got Myers Leonard, Robert Covington out there with Kaminsky, and it's Alexander Walker in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Bradley. Harrell kicks to Van Vliet. With the teardrop and the rejection by Leonard. And so it looks like Vancouver will retain possession here.
Yeah, because Leonard's just that big of a... Leonard's just all that great. You can't do anything against him.
Shot clock at 3. Harrell, the pass to Kid Gilchrist. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Y'all full of crap, man.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Covington against Prince. Back to Covington. Six on the shot clock. Leonard on the wing. He's defended by Harrell. Leonard no
rebound. He might win a game in Minnesota. Come on. Yeah, no.
That doesn't go in. And a chance
Not hitting no shots, though. We're not hitting shots.
Pass to Covington.
Not what you want. We're not hitting shots.
Feeds it to Leonard. Timberwolves passing it around. Alexander Walker passes to Covington. Shoots over Kid Gilchrist. Vancouver pulls it in. Prince has got his 4th rebound in this one. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Ripped away. And now Minnesota on the fast break.
Yeah.
Rips down the breakaway slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
And
get in there, Chris. Yeah.
After the basket by Minnesota.
Still staying in the game.
Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Now here's Kaminsky. Outside Covington. Clock at 6.
Get on him. Get on him.
Pulls it up. And out of bounds as Vancouver gains possession.
Good.
And Vancouver with some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Harrell. Dumboya comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's Garland in for Fred Van Vliet.
Know who's coming in Towns again, ain't he? Of course.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here is Garland. To the left wing. Adams dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from 14. No good on the shot that time.
Boy, great effort on defense there against the guy who typically makes that.
Back to Towns.
Mismatch, guys. Help.
He made that one. Basket number 3 for him.
No
He
help.
also missed 2.
Of course.
You gotta respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Oh, good.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Towns is double.
Yeah, double him.
Outside Covington.
He's wide there, man.
Here's the floater. Towns.
Oh, come on, guys.
Plays again.
Yeah.
And sends it back.
Play some defense. Yeah.
It's Bradley on the wing.
Come on, Bradley. No! Bradley, no! Why? Why are they doing this to me, man?
Here's Alexander Walker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
They're missing all these shots.
To
And
make
we're not
that
taking
shot as
advantage of it.
difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Boy,
And
no.
here's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I hate this game sometimes, dude. Because of stuff like that.
Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Wiggins. Adams against Towns. That one goes in. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off.
There we go. Wiggins and Towns killing us again.
Catch and flush, Kevin. Wiggins gets off the ground in a hurry.
Garland the pass to Bradley. He gets to Kid Gilchrist. 6 to shoot. To end the drought.
No.
And again, it's Vancouver missing. Minnesota leading by 6. And boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. That's good from Hero. Vancouver making a switch here. He hits both from the strike.
Yeah, this is like...
Vancouver trails by 8. Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed.
Towns and freaking to dominate you again. This don't surprise me.
There's the pass to Garland. Vancouver working the ball around now. That's a 2 from Parker, and he can't stop the run as he misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Higgins outside. Back to Towns.
Oh, man, come on, no.
Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. And Vancouver with the possession here. 8-point game. Pass to Parker. The 3.
Why are we shooting threes? We're not going to make them.
Towns is
Why are y'all doing this?
In the game. Class eater. Shoots off the step back, and he nails the jumper.
But they're making theirs.
Timberwolves lead by 10.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here's Parker. Just 5 on the clock. Vancouver needs to get off the shot. Count that one. He has 5.
And, you know, Parker's showing off how talented he is once again with that dime. I mean, if you're open, he'll find you.
Higgins outside.
Like he found the open man, didn't force nothing. But, got this guy.
And puts it in. Wiggins has got the lead up to 10 now for Minnesota. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Get in there.
Garland.
Yes.
In the floater.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Passes it to Wiggins. He drops in the layup on the
Wiggins
left.
is killing us.
Wiggins has got 6 in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now, Now here's Garland. Defense is right there. And Parker, here we go.
Oh, come on!
Reset for Vancouver. Adams' shot is good.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Wiggins outside. Vancouver pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that.
No!
And guys, that's exactly the
Garland,
kind of
why?
defense they want to see out of him.
And Adams sends it back. They recover it. Towns hits the jump hook. Towns has got 10.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Up that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Dean.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Wiggins. Lets it go from 14.
Can't stop
6 for
Wiggins.
10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Dumboya. And
Yeah.
Vancouver with a
Good three.
Yeah,
I didn't think he was going to make
on
it.
consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Hero. 6 points for him.
Stay on him, Dean. Stay on him.
There's the dish to Green. On
Wiggins.
three-pointer, Wiggins. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. 19 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Well, I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
Now a timeout call by Vancouver. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
So Vancouver ends up going with a new group.
Yeah, I knew it was about to, man. We can't
Evans
stop
outside.
Wiggins.
Back to Van Vliet.
Can't stop Wiggins. We're not going to win. We can't stop Towns. We can't stop Wiggins.
1:52 left now.
We can't
in the
stop
second.
Jermichael Green.
Down low.
Get in there.
6 on the shot clock.
Yes.
Lee Baz was put in just the right spot. Van Vliet's got his first points in this one. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's a Kobe. Leonard on the wing. Towns, the pass to Hero. Van Vliet looking around. Prince outside. Terry outside. Hero down low. Leonard's there. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They've led by as much as 10. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Vancouver trails by 7. 52 seconds left in the second quarter. Vancouver working the ball around now. And a miss there on the triple.
He is really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Staying alert and aware. Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
Now here's Van Vliet. Harrell the pass to Terry. Back to Harrell. Ball's knocked loose. Towns with the steal. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
You know what makes Towns so dangerous in transition? He can beat you with the shot, or he can beat you at the rim.
Van Vliet kicks to Terry. Prince outside.
We're lucky we're not down more than we actually
On the
are.
top of the key, connects the jump cross. Prince has got 4 points in the quarter. That'll do it for the first half. Timberwolves lead by 9. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
We should be down by more. We played like crap that whole we played for crap for that whole quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We hope you're enjoying this round 2 conference semifinal. Looking at Minnesota, they're playing with a sense of urgency and have a nice halftime lead here to show for it. Taking Game 5 tonight would give them 2 opportunities to take the series. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you can scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Yeah, it was bad. But we should be down by more.
So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points and close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Yeah, we're going to sim it. See if we can make it a closer game. Right now, like I said, I mean, Wiggins went off. We were lucky to be only down by single digits. So I think the team could have been a whole lot worse. I'm not going to slow this down. We're going to start simming. See if we can make a run. See if we can make this a game in the fourth quarter. If they start pulling away in the fourth quarter and it looks pretty bad, I'm simming the rest of it. Ain't no use seeing a beatdown. But the Wild are holding their own till just about now. And then, okay, yeah, now it's like, yeah, they pull away and then we come back a little bit. But still close game. We'll watch the fourth quarter. Make this a one-game episode. I ain't no rush to get to the off season. Are you? No rush at all.
Timberwolves leading by 5. And Vancouver, who they've got? They've got Dubois. Parker out there with Adams. Then there's Garland. And it's Dean in at the shooting guard. Here's Vancouver with the ball.
Get in there, Dubois. Ooh!
And then jammed by
Dubois.
That is ferocious. You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Outside, Green. And the pass to Wiggins.
Turn this brightness down.
Towns trying to get open, and it's Wiggins missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride.
Get in there, Garland.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, you did it.
What do you guys think so far
did
about
it.
the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Garland.
He throw good, Garland.
To me, he's been the series MVP. If we win this series, it's because of Garland, man. Garland came with it every game.
Both shots good from the strike. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Hero.
Oh, you let him get inside.
Rebound by Parker. Parker's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Over to the wing. Here's Dean.
Duh!
And trying for the go-ahead.
He almost had it.
Doesn't go in. Minnesota in the lead.
Here goes Wiggins. Come back, guys. It's freaking Wiggins.
Towns trying to get open. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 25 points.
Tell you what, Kevin, somebody came to play and compete tonight. Wiggins has been bagging his groceries all game long.
Timberwolves can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 3.
Hero.
Jabari
good.
Parker comes up with the rebound. Parker's got 8 rebounds in this game. Dean covered by Wiggins. Dean passes to Boyan. Jammed by Boyan.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Pass to Hero. Here's Towns. Wiggins passes to Green. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Vancouver pulls it in.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Parker!
Pull
No!
up that time in the shot that would have put them on top.
No! You let him by you!
Oh, it's Wiggins with the jam.
Oh, that's a smart drive by Wiggins. That's reading the defense and making it happen.
Now, here's Garland. He started closer.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many
Michael
boards
Green.
in one night.
They just got too many scoring weapons,
We've got
man.
about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now, Jim Boyer.
Get in there, Adams. Get in there, Adams.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Towns.
Shut up, Towns. Come on, Adams.
Throw good, Adams.
Only 6 points tonight. Not really getting the boards either.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Here's Hero. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And that's today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Parker finds Adams. Back to Parker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Ferocity and intensity from Parker in the paint leaves the defense with no choice but to grab him and foul him down there.
And the first one at the line is good.
Good job. Make these free throws. Get to the line.
And Parker drops them both. Timberwolves leading by 4. Passes it to Hero. Outside, Green. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Towns kicks to Wiggins. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over to Boyer. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall.
Get to Parker.
Parker.
Get in there, Parker. No! How can you be that open and miss?
Here's Towns. And that one drops. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Guys, y'all don't understand.
Looking over the
If
floor.
we win this game, if we can win this game, man, we're back at home in
He feeds it to
Vancouver.
Garland. Pass to Dean.
We need this game.
From deep. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns.
The way it's looking,
so
we're
it's
not going
Towns
to get
with
it.
He brings it up for Minnesota. Right at the free throw line. And he hits the jumper for 2. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
The pass to Timberwolves. Kicks the puck.
Yeah, get to the line. Calm this crap down. Get him some fouls so we can get him on the bench.
And he makes the first.
Come on, Parker.
That one is no good.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
And out of bounds as Vancouver gains possession.
Still a 7-point game. This game ain't over, man.
Vancouver trails by 7. Garland, the pass to Timberwolves.
Oh, good job,
With that
DeBoyer.
three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Pass to Towns. Towns is double.
Get back!
And
No.
Towns throws it down.
Now, how about breaking out the statue of liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Timberwolves gets to Garland. Over Wiggins.
Yes.
Good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean...
Who's on him, man? God.
Chalk up 2 there.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Garland with it.
Get in there, Garland. Yes.
For his 5th field goal of the game. Makes it
Can't
5
play
goals
defense
so
worth
far.
a crap, but
this
you can
has
make
been
them
a
shots.
totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
4-point lead. They only got a 4-point lead.
He can't get that
Thank
one.
you.
So Vancouver will take it the other way.
Still in
That's
it.
to Dean. He
Dean!
jams it after
Yeah!
his feet on the run.
Yeah!
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Launches a 3.
No.
Carries it from 3-point range. Heroes got 5 points in the quarter.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Adams dishes to Parker.
Why y'all standing around? Get in there, Parker.
And he
Good
banks it
job,
And I
Parker.
like his muscular body. This guy is able to body up.
What'd you
defenders
say?
and
You like
still
his
get
muscular
the shot
body?
that he wants. He's excellent at finishing through contact.
What are you trying to say, Killer? Hey, no, get out, go!
Towns down
Come
low.
on, Towns,
Adams
man.
defending.
God.
And Towns gets it to go. Now a timeout call by Vancouver.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this
Man,
team.
I love
They
this
need to
team,
come
though.
up
We
with a
fight.
spark to get the offense going.
I love my team, man. They fight, but good God, man. I mean, you're talking about being pretty much outnumbered, man. Karl Anthony Towns is just a problem, man. He's just a problem. I mean, Adams really can't do anything against him. I got a good centers, but it doesn't really matter. He's just too much. He's just too much to deal with. We don't double like we should, and when we do double, the other guys beat us. It's just, yeah.
We told us, guys, tempo, more tempo. We've got to be quicker into transition. Push the ball. Let's get some opportunities before their defense can set up. Kevin, back
There's
to
up to him.
Thank you, David.
Garland. No!
Garland, no good.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
He should have made. I thought he was going to make that.
Here's Becker. Here's Towns.
Towns
And
is
it's
too
good.
much,
He's
man.
made 10
God.
Every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Man, is that on Becker? Is he ready to sit on the bench?
No good.
Oh, come on. Boy, you got to make those, man. We need you right now. This is crunch time.
And he's good on the second.
Only down by 6, guys. We're still in it. We just have.
Minnesota leading by 6.
I don't know what we do with Karl Anthony Towns, man. I don't think there's nothing you can do.
Becker covered by Parker. There's the pass to Hero. Now Green.
Green, Garland, no.
Vancouver
Surprised he
pulls
didn't
it
make
in.
it.
Adams has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Dean, and he
Good.
cannot get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, you did it. Come on, my boy. Yep. Do all this teasing, but you better make them. Just make them.
That one is off.
Ah, you team God.
He hits the second from the line. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, down to free throw shooting. Watch them
First
drink
one
there.
falls for. And so he makes both from the line. Vancouver trails by 7. And here is Parker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
That free throw missing.
And we're about to miss for a moment. And focus on the fact that he's done a great job putting pressure on the defense.
Yeah, but you got to make these shots, man.
No luck.
You don't make these shots, it doesn't really matter.
Minnesota
Doesn't matter.
7. Here's Becker, and it's blocked.
Blocked.
Parker up top, covered by Wiggins.
Get in there.
It counts.
Throw it, Parker.
12 points for Parker.
Really impressed by the attitude of Parker, commanding the rock in crucial moments. That's big.
1:49 left in the game. We have a step back. Jabari Parker comes up with the
Come
rebound.
on.
Parker's got rebound number 10 tonight.
Dang. And the foul.
And one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Dang. Just make it, man. Get all this. Just make it.
Yes, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that...
We only got a 2-point lead, man.
Pass to Towns. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Whistle blows. Yep.
Woo! Traveling. I thought he did to us again.
Gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
1:24 left here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Parker.
Come on, Parker.
Inside.
To Garland.
That drops, and it comes off an assist from
Tie game.
Parker's got his 7th assist in the game.
We need a game in Minnesota, man. Come on, guys.
They led by
We need
as many
this
as
one.
11 points. Passes it to Towns. And Adams sends it
Oh,
back.
no.
And they'll keep possession.
Nice recognition by Towns there. I mean, catches the defender out of position and then sails the foul call.
He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now a timeout called by Vancouver. They're behind by 2. There's 53 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
What a series, man. Man, we really need this one, man. If we get this game, I could sit there and say, you know what? Even if we lose, hey, we gave this team all we could give them.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Garland.
Garland! No!
Time will put him up. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Pass to Towns. Towns is double. The shot.
Yeah.
Adams, a nice D.
This isn't a done deal yet.
Get in there, Parker. Get in, Parker. Yeah!
I'm out trying to force a turnover here.
Oh, you just love seeing a
Parker!
with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Minnesota calls timeout. The score is tied at 100. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth.
Oh, come on, man.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Towns. Outside, Green. Here's Wiggins. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there.
Oh, we're going to overtime.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime.
Overtime,
We got
man.
more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Game 5, dude. You know how game 5s are. This is a game 5.
And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation
Dean
battles.
got it.
This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here.
I wish we took care of it in regulation,
Let's
though.
check out who's on the floor. And Vancouver.
Boye.
Who they've got Garland. Boye is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Terry in at the 4. Pass to Towns.
Oh, there's
Stolen by Adams.
intercepted. Get in there, Boye. Oh, the
If you
Boye.
don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them
man.
even more.
Green
Green,
finds
man,
Towns.
that's a problem.
Adams, a nice D. Vancouver leading by 5. We're just over a minute into overtime.
Terry, that's not your shot, but you make it anyway.
It just seems that the pass
Wow.
they make is leading to a score. Just great.
Wow. We
Terry's
jumped
gone 1
on.
of 2 from three-point land. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The feed now to Towns. And that time, also a missed shot.
By Adams.
And the
Come on.
activity he shows around the rim
Three, no.
is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And
Outside, Covington. Passes to Towns. 5 to shoot.
He's
Here's
going to
Hero.
make it. But he
The
didn't.
Timberwolves again can't hit.
And the Boye and Adams are high.
Give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Get in there. The Boye! The Boye!
It's an old-fashioned rim rapper.
Just
36 points, my dude!
are on the ground right now.
Hell yeah!
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Minnesota calls timeout.
I'm sorry, guys. Had to leave for a minute. 10-point lead. 3 minutes to go, but we cannot get off the
Timberwolves trail
gas.
by 10.
We have a chance to take this back home up 3 games to 2.
Feeds it to Towns.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Sends it back.
Yes!
An even 3-on-3 break.
Get in there, Garland! Woo! Darius Garland!
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Well, Greg, it was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him.
Yeah, but he's going. He can't stop.
When it happens this
Towns.
often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
And what an exciting game here with 3 minutes
Boy.
played so far in overtime.
The Boye, man, of all guys.
Shots at the rim. No wonder you're losing.
Out of all the people, man, it's the Boye that got me this, hopefully got me this dub. It ain't over, but man, it's looking good.
Towns rolls off at the right time. So important. The timing of that.
Slow the
ball
game
shows
down,
good
guys.
Finishing ability on the move.
Overtime basketball, a little under 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Dean.
Get back, Adams.
And
No.
they get back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
To the paint. Here's Towns.
Towns.
Great pass to set up the lay-in. Towns has got 28.
Doesn't take a lot for Towns to catch fire. He's a confident, sweet shooting big guy. Can score on anyone from anywhere.
He lobs up the
Dang.
pass.
And guys, that's just about what we're doing here for Game 5. Always pivotal. And now we look ahead to a critical Game 6. But a huge win tonight for Vancouver.
You're right, not much time left. You know, they couldn't put him away in regulation, but after what we've seen here, a superb performance.
Wow.
in overtime, they're managing to get the job done.
Yeah, just an amazing game. And ultimately, they were able to just pull away there at the end.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Sekou Doumbouya.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Pass to Towns. The shot that time, not on target. Adams, a nice
We're going back with a 3-2 lead in Vancouver.
and
This is
Garland
awesome.
has it in the corner.
That's what you want.
Adams outside.
Pass the ball around. Soak up the minutes.
Clock at 6.
Soak up them seconds.
Shoots from the elbow. They get it back.
Ooh!
Adams with the slam.
Adams.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And he knocks down the first one.
Towns, the first overall pick in 2015.
a future MVP candidate? I mean, he's lived up to the billing.
It's giving us problems, but man, I can't believe we finally got a win in Minnesota. Dude, I mean, we got 2 games to win it. I mean, but we need to win it at home.
In town.
We need to win it at home. For real. We need to win this thing when we get home.
15 seconds left to play in the first overtime.
Let's not play with this. Let's win it in Vancouver.
Now, here's Garland.
Win it at
Ball
home.
is covering.
Hold the ball.
Now, Garland. So it's Vancouver picking up
Yes.
the win. This was a pivotal game in the series so far. They were
Wow.
able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe
Yeah, right.
just a little bit
Yeah,
easier,
my
knowing
goodness.
they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Oh, just gigantic. You're right. It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Clark Kellogg.
Guys, I'm going to say it. Because I said they would lose this game. I said they'd lose this game, we would win Game 6, and then we would be back in Minnesota and probably lose in Game 7. The fact that we won Game 5 right now, I think it's our series. I really do. I know they got Towns, they got Wiggins, they got JaMychal Green, they got Skoji. They got a lot of weapons, man. But even tonight, I mean, 30 points, 27 rebounds for Karl Anthony Towns is nothing to sneeze at. Wiggins had 27 points. I mean, Hero, man, seemed to make shot after shot. Becker was really, really good, even though they say 4 for 14. Every time I looked at him, he was draining shots the whole time, you know. This is a really good team that we're playing. But, you know, when you got that happening, because look at that, man. That's something that you don't expect. You don't expect Boye to have a game like that, and he did. 28 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist. He did his thing, man. And he pumped us up, man. I mean, those dunks and all that stuff. Jesse Dean's been really good. I'm glad I put him in the first rotation because he gives us that score. He's just a dynamic scorer. Garland, of course, has been bringing it the whole playoffs, this whole series. Partly in the Dallas series, he was really good, but in this series, he's been actually great. You know, Parker, I mean, 4 for 14, but Parker got hot and made some critical shots for us. Adams got the rebounds. He didn't score, but he got the rebounds. You know, Van Vliet, well, not much of nothing, but he made some plays. Prince made some plays. The guys that aren't making plays aren't killing us to death. They're not killing us right now. You look at team comparison, you know, of course, the first quarter it was tie game, you know, and then they pulled away in the second quarter. Third quarter, I simmed it, and we won that quarter, and then we win the fourth quarter. And wait a minute, there was an overtime, wasn't it? Yeah. OT. We definitely won OT. We killed them in OT. So we're only 1 game away from the Western Conference Finals as a second-year expansion team. All I can say is wow, man. All I can say is wow. I did not expect to win Game 5. I really didn't. We're up 3-2. And the next episode will be coming up soon. And the next episode will be coming up probably tomorrow. I'm trying to get this series done. I might do it tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday at best. Looking to get this series over with, you know. 28 points. Guy did his thing. Steven Adams had 5 blocks. Karl Anthony Towns broke a record. It's a great game. It's a great series, actually. Just a great playoffs. I really enjoyed the Wild playoffs, guys. That's been fun. And look at all these guys that are hot. Bradley's cold, but I'm not going to give many minutes to Bradley. But everybody else is everybody else is eating. Could put take Van Vliet out and put in Yee, but I'll make that game time decision later. It's so huge, man. It is so huge to win a playoff game on the road against a team you shouldn't even be in a series with. But the Wild have proven all year we proved all year that we were a team to be reckoned with, and I think in the playoffs it's showing up finally. Well, guys, I thank you for hanging out with me for Game 5 of this Western Conference Semifinals between the Wild and the Timberwolves versus the Timberwolves. I will be coming back with you for Game 6. Can the Wild take this series out on their home floor? That would really be cool. And I'm probably going to do some changes to the home floor. I hope you guys like it when you see it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for more Wild playoff basketball. Wild do it. We win. Let's see right here. The Wild get a game in Minnesota. We get a game in Minnesota, and we lead the series 3-2. We beat the Timberwolves 118 to 108. Game 6 coming up soon, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. This is so cool. I love it. Wow, this is the stuff I love, man. This is why I put this team together. This is why I watch the games, man, because you'll see things like that. That was a great Game 5, guys. Just a great playoff series. Well, I'll see you guys later, man. Solo Dolo out. Go Wild.